Hey everybody, I'm going to start off with a little joke. The joke is that one of these is not like the other one. Can you guess which one? I find it funny that that's kind of the mailer that I got. Anyways, so right now, yeah, people are going bonkers about this whole 6% thing. And if you're not sure what that is, that has to do 6% with numbers of COVID. And that's only 6% of the population die specifically from that. Well, my take on this whole thing is if the rest of the world, and I mean the rest of the world, all these other countries out there, if they are only doing that, taking the 6% per se, the number that die only of this virus, because it's not a disease. For some reason, people keep saying it's a disease. No, it is not. There's a large difference between a disease and a virus. Biology taught us that. If you don't remember that, maybe you should pick up a book a little bit, do a little bit of reading. It does your brain well and your body good. But with 6%, so if the rest of the world is only giving a 6% number, then yes, I totally agree with we should be only giving a 6% number. But if the rest of the world is doing what we've been doing the whole time, is if it's related to it, it gets counted as it. If that's the case, then yes, we definitely should be using the number that way. That's my obvious opinion on it, and I know there's a lot of people out there, and it's very divisive that people, they like to get in their little tribal camp, and it's one way or the other, and this and that and the other thing, and it's kind of ridiculous. But with it, we have to realize that we're all in this together again. You know, the almost 200,000 people, I believe it is now. That's 200,000 dead United States citizens. Now, not all of them were young and vibrant, but that doesn't matter. They were all still someone's father, maybe, mother, maybe. They were definitely someone's child. Could have been someone's brother, sister, cousin, friend, coworker. So let's just remember the fact that these are people, and the whole U.S. government dropped the ball on this. You can't put blame on one person. We have one governor that decided to put a bunch of people with COVID back into nursing homes. We have other governors that decided to open up, shut down, open up, and it's all kind of a bit of chaos. But that's one of the parts that I wanted to talk about. The other part is if we keep this attitude of let's defund all the police and do community policing, you will get the Mr. Gentleman from Kenosha. That was community policing. You may have not agreed with the way that he did community policing, and I definitely understand that. One person was injured that lived, 2 people were dead. It does not matter what their past was. I do not care what their past was, because they're still dead. And everybody shouldn't have been there. That's blatantly there. But for some reason, we always want to pick and choose. We like to cherry pick everything. Because it makes us feel better and it's tastier for our egos. And there's wrong on all sides. It's way more than just night and day on things and black and white. It's always gray. And then to have a repercussion of that, we have another gentleman that decided to go and take somebody else's life. And they're still waiting to hear more on that. I am not going to say, well, it was because of this or that, because I'm not sure. As far as I know, the individual that perpetrated this act has not been arrested yet, and then they don't know for sure. It is speculation. Speculation is great when you're going to speculate for stock market, for crops, for weather, for if you're out hunting actual game, and you say, well, I'm pretty sure this is a good game trail. There's more likely to be the animal that I'm hunting, the bear, the rabbit, the deer, the coyote, the moose, the elk, in this area. Ducks, bird, all different types of fowl. Fowl means bird, if you didn't know that. And when we have a tendency to speculate about crimes and the happening of it before we know all of the outcome of what transpired to produce said outcome, we do ourselves a disservice. So let's not all jump to that conclusion of what actually happened until we have more of the facts. We make really, really rash decisions as human beings a lot of the time. We don't try to take a measured approach. We try to do the run straight through, head on, run our heads into the wall, and get confused why it didn't work. And everybody does this. All sides. I mean, it's sad that we're having more strife and more riots, but the more that they keep happening, the more that they aren't peaceful, the more that you do have violent people inside of the groups that are being peaceful, the more you're going to get the people that come out to do community policing on their own with their own firearms. And you will keep getting this happening. It is just what is going to happen every single time. Because we humans don't like chaos. That whole idea of a Mad Max universe isn't very typical in an actual major society. There you will have societal breakdowns, but people will band together, especially if they have the means to defend themselves and their area against the invading whatever you want to call them. Even their local neighbors, they'll do it when they have the means to do it, and they know that they're the only ones there because the people that are supposed to be in charge of protecting them, their mayors, their governors, Congress, is just completely dropping the ball. And you will see more of it. A lot more of it. With the current administration, everybody likes to call this gentleman a fascist. He definitely does some stuff that makes you question him. But since all of this has been going on, he has yet to use the Insurrection Act. And if you guys are not familiar with what that is, you should read it. Because he definitely could have used it by now. He's chosen not to. He's chosen to let what this country has been doing for a very long time, states doing their own thing. Hence why we have the numbers we do for COVID. States' rights. Huge. Fought a war about it. And there's so much that goes into that war. It's definitely multifaceted. Like everything else. It's not one thing. It's a majority of things. It's layers upon layers upon layers. And they're all intertwined. And it's just part of it. It's part of society. That's what a society is. It's all intertwined and kind of messed up, jacked up stuff. But yeah, for what's going on, just take a measured approach with things. Don't go get ridiculous. Just because you hear something or see something doesn't always necessarily make it true. So yeah, like I said, I'm interested to hear and see what other people might find out about the whole 6% thing. Like I said earlier, we'll have to wait and find out. So this is me using my voice. How do you use yours? Much love to everybody out there. And if you like it, share it, subscribe it, comment, whatever. You do you. All right. Much love. Bye.